Body language. It's not for dummies. How effective are you at reading body language or using it? Actually, you can't get by without it. The good news is we're all experts, at least at one level. Mostly we're subconscious experts. There's a difference between the conscious body language that we use and unconscious body language. Conscious body language includes those gestures that we make deliberately. A wave of the hand that says, "go away," is a conscious movement and universally understood, particularly if accompanied by an appropriate facial expression. Another conscious example, we can decide on the basis of where we are standing in a room full of people, say, to make a statement. We can stand apart and stare at our feet or out of the window, and we'll be pretty much left alone. We can approach another group in an open manner, a few feet distant, and the chances are that we'll find ourselves included in the conversation in a matter of moments. We are signalling our intentions without the need to say a word. There are lots of things we do quite unconsciously. For example, when we're walking down a street or indeed an aisle in a supermarket, why don't we cannon into people all the time? Even as we're busy getting from A to B or looking for our item on the shelves, we're busy reading the stream of signals given out by those around us. We alter our own course or speed to ensure that we do the minimum of bumping into others. As we grow, we just learn how to do these things. Watch a small child learning this technique in any public space. They have plenty of near misses and look pretty startled each time they find other objects in their way, but it's all taken on board and stored subconsciously. Imagine for a moment walking down Oxford Street or any busy street in any city, Christmas shopping, say. Even if, like me, you like to walk quite quickly, we can pretty well weave our way through those crowds unscathed all the time. We do that by observing the body language of those coming towards us. There's precious little conscious effort involved until that slightly awkward moment where both parties alter course together and end up toe to toe. We step to the right, they step to the left, back the other way, and all in perfect unison. We can't get going again until one holds his ground and, with a slightly embarrassed "sorry," allows the other to pass. This sort of thing happens a lot as lift doors open too. Then there's no time to read any signals before the dance begins. Why it always takes 2 or 3 steps to resolve is that initially we're reacting instinctively, until our conscious mind takes over and tells us to stay put and let the other fellow do the moving. So we're using unconscious body language, unconscious gestures and unconscious reactions all the time. One more thing that proves the unconscious level at which we operate. Could I ask you just to fold your arms? Just instinctively, naturally. There, that didn't feel too awkward, did it? How do you do it, though? Do you know? How do you fold your arms? Do you fold your arms left over right or right over left? Do you know without looking? Probably not. Okay, now please do it the other way round. Not your natural way, but the opposite way. This proves challenging for many and even impossible for some. Odd, isn't it? Most people end up hugging themselves, anything to answer the challenge of, what do I do with these? All of a sudden, our hands and our arms become completely alien to us because we're just not used to that sensation. Never before in your life have you had to think about how you fold your arms. Our unconscious sorted all that out for us long ago. So in coming to the study of body language and in learning how to become more proficient, more fluent if you like, bear in mind the degree to which some of the things we do are conscious and the degree to which some are unconscious, and how shifting between these two states makes a difference. But why might being fluent benefit rather than just interest us? Let's say you've got plenty of funds and you decide you're going to set up your own company. It doesn't matter what it is, but this company requires 12 employees. You start a process of interviewing people. What general criteria, as you sit there selecting potential employees, would you be looking for? There are skills to consider, experience, knowledge, qualifications, and attitude. Generally speaking, we'd be looking for honesty, we'd be looking for integrity, we'd be looking for hard workers, people we can trust and with whom we feel some empathy. Perhaps a ready smile and some sort of appropriate sense of dress, approachability, a good, positive outlook, the right attitude, team players, in short. A certain level of skills is likely to be needed too. However, I suggest to you that what we are instinctively looking for are the attitudinal things. Now, their body language will not give you any clues about their knowledge. It won't tell you anything useful about their skills level. What it will give you a clue to is their attitude. Read their body language and you'll be getting some vital clues as to how they function at the all-important personal, social and interpersonal levels. Studying body language, perfecting it in ourselves, can repay the time taken many times over. An effective use of your time? You bet.